Must equals have to. Okay? Have to is a good substitute with must. You can use have to or has to, depends on your subject pronoun and subject you use. So if we conjugate the verb go, we make a sentence like this: I have to go. You have to go. He has to go. She has to go. It has to go. These three, you have to say has to go because of the third person. You say he is, she is, it is. So it's like this: he has to, she has to, it has to. I and you together make we. We have to go. You have to go. You here is plural, but here is singular. You have to go. They have to go. You can say have to or have to in speaking, okay? Have to, has to. If you want to say it shortly, has to. I has to go. Sorry, I have to go. You have to go. He has to go. She has to go. It has to go. Or any verb you want to use here. For example, I have to listen. You have to listen. We have to listen. You have to listen. They have to listen. If you want to make your sentence negative, you have to use don't in front of have to. Okay, here, don't. I don't have to go. So you make it negative. Okay? You don't have to go. But here we have he, she, it. With has to, you have to change it. Because of s, use doesn't. Okay? Use doesn't in front of have to. For these three, when you want to make it negative, they will change to he doesn't have to. She doesn't. Here we have s, so it's not necessary to repeat again, has to. He doesn't have to go. She doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to go. We don't have to go. You don't have to go. They don't have to go. If you want to make questions with have to, you have to use do at the beginning of your question. Do I have to go? Do I have to go? It's rising, okay? Do you have to go? Do you have to go? But for these three, he, she, it, because of has to, you have to use does. Does he have to? Now here, for question, you have to use have to, not has to, because you see here s, does. Does he have to go? Does she have to go? Does it have to go? And for the other subject pronoun, like I and you, do we have to go? Do you have to go? Do they have to go? If you want to make a question in the past, use did for all subject pronoun. So for all subject pronoun, use did. That is yes/no question. Okay, did for all of them. Did I have to go? Did you have to go? Did he? Okay, it's like I and you. Did he have to go? But here we have to. Did she have to go? Did it have to go? Did we have to go? Did you have to go? Did they have to go? Can is another modal verb that you can say be able to. Instead of can, you can say be able to. Be, am is are. So it depends on your subject. For example, if your subject is I, the verb be is am. If the subject pronoun is he, be here is. He is. Yes? Okay. So for example, you can say I can work. For example, your verb is work. I can work. So it's related to ability or possibility. Instead of that, you can use, instead of can, use be able to. So the subject is I, you have to say I am able to, now here, able to work. Okay, it's same with can. I am able to work. Or use contraction for I am, that you can say I'm able to work. Or his, be here, his able to work. So here you have to use your verb in the simple form. Work, listen, watch. Okay, in the simple form. If you want to make a sentence in the past, so the verb be in the past are was or were, depends on your subject. For example, for I, you say I was able to work. Okay, they will be in the past were, they were able to work. If you want to make it negative, so it's easy to say not after verb be, I was not, or use contraction I wasn't, they were not, or contraction they weren't able to work. Will is the modal verb, yes? You can use be going to this phrase instead of will in your sentences that is related to the future. So be here, am, is, are. It depends on your subject or subject pronoun. I am, he is, you are going to. For example, you are, or use contraction, contract this one, you are, you're. Going to, okay, going to, and then here you have to use your verb in the simple form. For example, use verb go and complete your sentence. For example, home. finish. You're going to go home. It's related to future. Okay? Are going to, it's the same as saying you will go home. But most people use be going to. You're going to go home. Or for example, if I use one subject that is name, one person, David. David is, or David's. Contraction is David's. David's going to go to school. Now here you can use your verb in the simple form. If you want to make it negative, you have to use not after verb be. You're not. David's not. Okay? So you can make it negative. If you want to make yes no question, you have to use be in the beginning of your question. So start with verb be. Here we have are, so you have to use it here. Are. Here you going to go home. So it's yes no question. Say it right. Say it rising. Are you going to go home? Yes, I am. No, I am not. Or no, contracted, I'm not. For this sentence, you can make a question. Here the verb be is. Start. Is David going to go to school? Yes, he is. For negative, you can use contraction. No, he's not.